I'm getting off track. I wanted to talk to you about my content plans for 2023.
That's sure to give it some flavor.
All right. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank SLEEPYJUICE for the Eastern Kingdom's lo-fi that you're hearing, along with the soothing sounds of my voice. Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ian Explosion. I'm now currently the proprietor of the Sword and Spatula Tavern. It's back there somewhere. Anyway, I wanted to come to talk to you guys about my content creation plans for 2023. I hit the ground running in August with my setup of the tavern studio, and then I bit off a little more than I could chew as far as my equipment setup goes. I tried to connect that computer in there to this computer in here and stream from this computer and everything wireless, and it just ended up being a nightmare. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and designate certain streams for certain rooms. So anyway, yes, I am a World of Warcraft live streamer. I also am a middling cook, and I like to combine those two things together just to bring everybody together with food, that sort of thing. Anyway, for those of you who aren't aware, World of Warcraft Blizzard has released their sort of patch timetable for Dragonflight going forward. Looks like wintertime is going to take patch 10.0.5, early spring is going to be patch 10.0.7, and then sometime in spring, I would assume mid-spring, maybe March-ish, end of February, early March maybe, we will get Season 2, 10.1. So I've been playing WoW for a long time, but I've never really done a lot as far as like the endgame content goes, like raiding, Mythic Dungeons, PvP. I'm definitely a casual player. I've done some LFR. I raided for like 2 weeks at the start of Legion, and then I got stressed out and quit. Anyway, so I'm still going to keep cooking. I'm going to cook once a week, but the other 2 streams are going to be actual World of Warcraft streams, because my hope is that I can learn the game at a high-end level with you guys alongside me. I'm going to play a druid for starters, and I'm going to learn how to play that druid in every single variation, starting with Guardian, I believe. Let me pull up Notion. So I have a plan. It's called my Druid Zero to Hero plan. All right, let me talk to you guys. So this is something I've been working on the last week or two. It's my Druid Zero to Hero plan. I've made a plan. This is just for my own benefit, but also, so people can follow along if you're doing something similar. Just sort of my thought processes behind everything. I want to be as open as possible. I think anybody could do, I'd say Mythics up to, I'd say Keystone Master, probably. I don't think a Mythic 15 is too difficult. It's probably pretty difficult. I guess we'll see. So I've got all 4 specs here. My goal is to achieve something in each of the 4 specs. I don't have to achieve the same thing on that would take way too long, and we've only got like 2.5 months. But for instance, I can do mythics on my bear. I can do raids as feral. I can PvP as resto. Something else is balance. I realize this is, for some reason, very hard to see. It's very fuzzy. But anyway, here's Guardian, here's feral, here's balance, here's restoration. And then I also have the areas of achievement. So for Season 1 and Mythic Plus, there's Explorer, Conqueror, Master, and Hero. I'm going to try to get all 4 of those. In raiding, there's Season 1 Razagath, Ahead of the Curve, which is heroic raiding. Cutting Edge, which is mythic raiding. Do I think I'll be able to mythic raid? Maybe. Maybe I can get a carry for free. I'm not buying a carry. So maybe I can get carried somehow joining a group. PvP, I don't know. I don't know anything about WoW PvP. Let me be honest with you. I think I've done like 17 battlegrounds since the game came out, and I've been playing it for a long time. But you got combat. I think these are all like arena ratings. These might also be rated battleground ratings. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments when some people eventually watch this video. 1,000 rating for combatant, 1,400 rating for challenger, 1,800 rating for rival, 2,100 rating for duelist, and 2,400 rating for elite. And then to get gladiator, which is not going to happen, you have to win 50 matches at 2,400 rating. So you have to get to the top and just win, I think. Can it go above 2,400? Or do you just like have to get a 50-game win streak? I don't know. We'll see. Those are the goals that we're trying to hit, right? In Season 1. We will move on to Season 2, as we get there. Hopefully as a community. I'm attempting to do all this in order to find people who also want to learn to do stuff good, but are also afraid of trying because it's no fun when you're trying to play a game that you love and people are being not so nice. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can, people will want to do this with me. People want to try classes they've never tried. If they've never PvP'd before, they'll come PvP. Like I have, it would be nice if we could just, and we would all agree, as it is a community of people, that we're not going to be dicks about anything. I think it's pretty straightforward. Anyway, so snap back to reality. Okay, here it is. Good. All right. Again, you can't really see this. It's not blurry on purpose. I'm sorry. So the plan for the rest of this week, there's not many days left, but in my free time where I'm not playing the game, I'm going to study the Dragonflight dungeons. So I'm going to start at normals. I think if I start watching videos and reading guides at normal, and then I play through normal, I think going to heroic will be easier. Because like I said, I'm going to be tanking these things, so I kind of need to learn. We'll have some co-streams, like some, learn with me streams. I'll probably do react videos to the dungeon guides, just so we can all take notes at the same time. Okay, and then study Mythic Dungeons, which 4 of them are going to be Dragonflight Dungeons, I think. I don't know. Study the raid, same deal. Study PvP, that's going to be a fair bit harder. I think we're just going to have to get in there and get our butts kicked a bunch. But anyway, while that's all going on outside of the game, inside the game, we're going to level to 70. I have a boost token I'm going to apply to the druid. So I'm going to boost to 60 just to avoid, I want to jump into this as soon as possible. So I got a level to 70, got to grind to a 359 item level, and I have all of the various ways I'm going to do that. Then I'll start Mythic. I'll run a Mythic 0. I'll just get a key and run a Mythic 0. I'll start doing LFR. I believe LFR is at 359. Heroics are like 342 or something. So 359 is going to be superfluous, but I want to worry less about the mechanics as I'm learning the mechanics, if that makes sense. So I want to overgear the content a scoosh, right? Just so I don't have to worry about, oh crap, if I mess something up, I'm going to die and it's going to cost everybody 15 minutes, blah, blah. I'll be able to survive as I'm learning these things. Start solo shuffle. I want a PvP as a bear. Find arena players, find other people who want to try arenas, form arena groups, try that whole shebang. I have some things over here that I've been working on as far as notes go. I think it would be better to focus on the Dragonflight dungeons that have mythic parallels for season 1. I don't think anyone wants to do bear PvP, so it's probably going to be Battlegrounds and solo shuffle. I think other people are going to think I'm trolling and not, whatever. Also, I'm going to try it. If it's obvious that I can't make anything work, then I'll give it. I'm not gonna ram my head against the wall. Vault of the Pineapples, I will link it in this video if you haven't seen it. It's an amazing way to learn the mechanics of Vault of the Incarnates. Watch videos and take notes. It's React type content so we can learn together. I'll wait to do the dungeon quest until 70 because the gear scales, so I don't want to do it like 62 and then replace the gear immediately. If I had this note written down, if we happen to like actually form a community, if we get like 15, 20 people who want to do stuff with us, I'm thinking about like assigning numbers, some sort of way of identifying people. And then every week, shuffle up. One week you're going to be with number 2, number 6, number 13, and number 4. And the next week you're going to be with 5, 11, 12, 15, whatever, like every week. And that way it promotes teamwork, it promotes that community, it promotes communication skills for working with randoms. Because if we're pugging, if the goal of this is to pug our way to these things, we need to be able to exist in that space of not getting comfortable with the people we're playing with. Focus on self-growth in the game. And then I put as a little sub-note, is there an easy way to track or reward growth and help the people who may need help? I don't know a lot about Raider.io and all that stuff, so I'm not sure if that's helpful. But see, Primal Storms are probably going to be the move while we wait for dungeon queues. So I'm going to level up using the main story quest because I'm going to need renown unlocked for certain items. I don't know what profession I'm going to use on this characters. I need to do something that's going to, benefit all 4 specs, which is up in the air, maybe leatherworking, maybe jewel crafting, maybe alchemy, just for self-sufficiency purposes, but we'll see. And so do I need to do some sort of spreadsheet to track dungeon runs? I don't know, just notes. What I'm hoping for is in that 2-month time frame, we will grow as a community to the point where season 2 is going to hit and we're going to be pumped to, be that much better than we were. That way people who wouldn't normally see the in-game content could see the in-game content. I also have my streaming schedule, which will go up somewhere soon. Wednesdays are going to be the food streams. And I decided I'm going to do 2 like main course things, 2 like meal things, and then a drink and then a dessert. So in a month, we're going to have 2 meals, 1 drink and 1 dessert. And for the month of January, the 2 meals are going to be beer-basted boar ribs and braised bruffalon brisket. I'm really excited about this. It's buried in the video. Nobody's going to watch it. But I'm really excited because I actually have ordered boar ribs and buffalo flank roast or something to that effect so that I can actually make bull ribs. Honestly, in the recipe, it's going to be pork, actual ribs. And then with the buffalo, I'm going to brisket that out. It's going to be great. And then for the drink, we have a South Island iced tea. Going to do a little late night real cardigan hours and get litty. And then I'm going to do a delicious chocolate cake. And I'm putting a spin on it, a Warcraft spin. That's the thing with all these cooking things. It's recipes from the game built in the real world to be things you can actually cook that are delicious and lore friendly. This is January, the first week of January, so Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. This week of January is going to be leveling. I don't know if we'll get to 70. I might do some off-stream leveling. Starting week 2, I'm just going to hit those primal storms. It's going to be super boring, and I'm super excited. Yeah, that is all the things I'm going to talk about tonight, I believe. If you see this, I wasn't talking to you. If you see this and you happen to be interested in joining a group of people who are not going to be assholes to you just because you're learning how to play the game, if you want to make an attempt to engage yourself in other parts of the game that you're not usually a part of, or if you're just looking for a tank to run you through some content, comment on this video, follow the channel. We're going to learn things together. Tweet me on Twitter or join my Discord that I don't have done yet. And yeah, we'll get you into some stuff. It's going to be really cool. All right. Well, that's I don't know what else. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. See you on the 2nd for Druid leveling. Gonna level Druid. See you.